So in this episode of Stas Talk Stocks, we're going to go over 3 stocks that I'm looking at that I think, based on the charts here, are about to break out. So let's just dive into it. If you all find value, all I ask is to hit that like button and to subscribe. If you want more stock market content like this, where we break down charts and it's more of a fast pace, well, maybe not fast pace. Sometimes I ramble a little bit, but you guys know what I mean. Let's just dive into it. Again, I appreciate all of you, as always, for tuning in. So the first stock is Salesforce, ticker symbol CRM. And let me just say this right now. These are all for trades, guys, not for long-term investments. So right off the bat, on the 5-day, 5-minute on CRM, what we're noticing is an ascending triangle. Do you guys see that right here? Boom. We have resistance at about $200. We've had that for 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days. Literally all those days we've tested it. We failed to break out. And at the same time, we also have higher lows being made. You guys see this low that was made a couple of days ago? That was about a week ago at about $190. That was the first low here. We held another one, you could argue, right here on the 19th. And then we held another prominent low, yesterday when I'm filming this video, the day before, and today, the day that I'm filming this video, which happens to be on Friday. I appreciate all of you for tuning in on Saturday. Hope you guys have a great weekend. So CRM, guys, look. Higher lows being made, and today we ended up running to $200, which you guys can see we closed just a little bit under it, and the stock went up about 0.75%. So my eyes, if CRM's able to break out of this on the 5-day, 5-minute, we could start breaking out on the larger time frames. Look at the 4-hour chart here, guys. Do you not notice that? Well, maybe not on the 4-hour chart. On the 3-year chart, you'll notice it. Do you not see a couple of years ago we struggled right around where we are now, 195, almost $200, 190. You can see back here, not even a couple of years ago. When was that? About a year ago, right? Back in March, or that was more May of 2022, June 2022. We failed at $200. So if we see that triangle play out on the 5-day, 5-minute, we're going to get an overall breakout on this 3-year chart, and we're going to take out the 180 SMA. And let's just say, guys, there could be a lot more upside from there. That'd be a huge breakout spot for CRM. So that is Salesforce. And the next stock here, guys, let me see. What is it? It is Shopify, ticker symbol SHOP. Let me pull that up and show you guys. Shopify is it's doing pretty well. It's above the moving averages on the 4-hour chart. We have a golden cross. Today it went up 2%. The day that I'm filming this video, it closed at what? Almost $49 a share. Now it's approaching a level that if it breaks, we can see a huge gap up on Shopify. Let me show you this. Do you not notice we closed right under the highs from a couple of days ago, being about $49-50, more like $50, and that happens to be the high also from this time period right here. We can see back in the end of January, we failed at $50, right? $50. Then we ended up breaking out of it just a couple of days after, but it was a resistance on the 30th, I believe, or what day was that? The 27th, heading into the 30th of January. So if we do break out of this point, we have a wide open gap on Shopify. I feel like it could be going straight to $54. You guys see that right here. That was the high not only from the middle of February, but also from the beginning of February when the stock had 2 big runs. You guys remember, again, we took out the highs from the end of January, which we just talked about at $50. We had that first little spike, nice little run to $54. That was about what, 8-10%, whatever. And then it cooled off a little bit. Then we had another run to $57.50. That was a big move from $48 in just a couple of days. That was a big move, $10. So at this point, guys, that's where we're going to be playing in if we do break out of $50, $50.50. So I'm going to set my alert right now at $50.50, and we'll see where it goes from there. Mark is at or above here on Shopify, ticker symbol SHOP. Let me know your thoughts, guys. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you want some free stocks, guys, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. Link down below. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock. And if you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more stocks, totaling 5 stocks. And it gets even better. If you guys are willing to deposit at least $1,000, you can get another 10 stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. And don't worry, they don't hold your money hostage. I mean, you have to keep it in there for a little bit to get the free stocks, a couple of days, right? And then you could just end up withdrawing all your money if you don't like the Moomoo platform, which honestly, I genuinely think you will like the Moomoo platform. Try it out for yourself. Link down below. And of course, it also helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, let's talk about the next stock, which on the larger time frame frames looks pretty good. It is Walmart, ticker symbol WMT. Let me show you guys what's going on here. And mind you, this one's a little bit overbought, so we might chop around a little bit before we ultimately get a breakout. If we even do, it's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed in the stock market. Don't listen to anybody that says something is guaranteed because they're full of BS, right? But look, Walmart now is at a big level of resistance, no doubt about it. It's at a point where we struggled at back in November, heading into December. You guys see it right here. This was a big time period for the stock. And again, it's a little bit overbought here, which is why I'm thinking before we eventually plow through this resistance at 155, we're probably going to chop around a little bit. I could be wrong, though. We might just run right through it. I don't know. But look, this stock has performed very well. It's easily outperformed the stock market in the past month. From the middle of March to where it is now, 150 bucks. It was 136 bucks in the middle of March. This thing is up a whopping 11%, which is big for a company like Walmart. It's not like AMC or freaking GameStop or whatever, right, guys? It does not move quickly at all. So 11%, that is a very big move there. So now we're approaching a big spot. So what I'm going to do right off the bat is put an alert at 155 bucks. And honestly, out of all these stocks, guys, that we talked about today, this one's going to require the most patience, no doubt about it. Because like I said, we might chop around a little bit between 148. This might pull back to 145 for all we know. I mean, this could chop around for a couple of weeks, couple of months for sure. I mean, we just chopped around for 1, 2, 3, 4 months pretty much. Now we're starting to break out as of a couple of weeks ago towards this level of resistance. So yeah, I mean, if we ultimately break 155, guys, this is going to be a full-on breakout stock. It could probably start going to 160. That was the high, all-time high from about a year ago back, no joke, almost exactly a year ago to the day. That's kind of weird. The 18th of April of 2022. So if we do break out of 155, that's probably where we're going to test. And if that breaks, guys, all-time highs for Walmart could be right around the corner. And it's crazy. A lot of these stocks, and I know the markets have recovered a ton over the past couple of months, but a lot of these stocks, guys, they're at all-time highs. Walmart's at all-time highs. What was the other one? Lockheed Martin, all-time highs. Companies like Ulta, guess what? All-time highs. You see these charts, a lot of these stocks have just done very freaking well. It's insane. And some other ones have not recovered. It just depends on what kind of names you're in. And that's why personally, guys, I like to be diversified. I'm not one of these guys that's just buy 3 stocks. Like Charlie Munger, of course, he's way richer than me, way smarter, way better of an investor. But his style is 3 stocks, right? Or 5 stocks, however many stocks he owns, which to each their own. You can do whatever you want. He does very well, obviously, right? But for me, I'm more comfortable with having an ETF that tracks, let's say, the S&P 500. So I get that exposure, maybe have a small cap ETF, mid cap, stuff like that to get even more exposure. And you could just do VTI, which pretty much captures all the companies in the U.S. from small, mid to large. But I like to customize the weighting, right? Sometimes I like heavier in small caps, more in mid cap, less in the S&P. You guys know what I mean? And I like kind of controlling that. But if you don't want to do that, you can do VTI. And, it's all up to you. And I don't want to get on this tangent right now because we're starting to ramble a little bit, like I said in the intro. But listen, guys, you have to find your strategy, and especially for long-term investing, which we're not going to get down that rabbit hole in this video. But you have to find what works for you, and you have to stick to it. And for me, diversification is key. I don't only own those ETFs. I also have a bunch of individual stocks, but it's not 3 to 5. I like to own at least 15 stocks, something like that, 20 stocks. That's just me, guys. I'm not one of these guys that's 3 stocks or 2 stocks. Too risky. And on top of the individual stocks, I own, again, those ETFs, maybe an international. Yeah, VXUS International, that's another one. But either way, guys, those are a couple of stocks that I'm looking at on the short-term trading side of things. And a little ramble at the end of the video talking a little bit about some long-term stuff. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Smash that like button. Feel free to subscribe if for some odd reason you have not done that already. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below. Check out the Patreon as well. All the details are down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you later.